So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the tailgate off the truck. And I think I just might pop off the GMC logo and put it up for grabs either on eBay or something, just as a cool little gift, because I think somebody would appreciate it. Just as even if I just sign the back or something like that to give away, I think it'd make a pretty cool little gift, especially so someone could know that they had the original GMC logo off my tailgate on my truck. So yeah, I don't really care what it goes for or anything. I mean, mostly anything that I do get out of it will go back to the price that I paid for that one. So I'm gonna try to pop it off and see what I can do. I don't want to scratch up the tailgate too much because the tailgate itself might be able to be repaired. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the rest of the tailgate. I thought about popping off the Denali logo, but that is all separate letters. So what I could do is cut out a square corner of the tailgate with the Denali logo on it, and I mean, try to sell that. I mean, square off the corners so they aren't sharp or anything. I think that'd make a pretty cool gift too. But just trying to salvage anything out of the tailgate, because I mean, I don't really have any use for them. If I keep the tailgate, it will probably sit around and eventually end up going to the junkyard. So I figured someone else might as well get some enjoyment out of them, since I really don't have much use for them. So I finally got off the GMC logo off the tailgate, and I got to get all the sticky tack off and I'll wash it up and everything. Now, if this is received well enough, I may just do it for the Denali logo as well. And I think if I do this, I may just cut it off and then square off the corners and make them nice smooth edges so that way they aren't sharp. I think that would make a pretty good wall ornament too. And then that person would actually get a piece of the actual tailgate. So yeah, this is the original GMC logo off the original tailgate off of my 2017 GMC Sierra Denali heavy duty Duramax. So if you guys are interested in putting a bid in for this, you can go to the link down in the description, which is a link to my eBay where you can put in a bid. I don't really care if it goes for $5 or $50. I just think it'd be pretty cool for one of our fans to get the original GMC logo off my tailgate. So whoever wins can decide whether they want me to try to sign the back of this or the front of it, I guess. I wouldn't recommend the front, but I could also do a separate card or something just to sign for you. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other ones. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all how farms work. And I think I'm going to get rained on. Oh boy. So I haven't exactly measured out our parking for the farm day yet. Now, for handicapped parking, I'm thinking that I'll have some handicapped parking right here. And then if we need any more as the day goes on, there will be some more parking over there. We could fit quite a few cars over there, maybe like 10, I'm thinking, at least. But I'm here. I need to measure out exactly how much space we have for the farm day. So I just measured my truck, and I'm figuring that the average vehicle size will be approximately 8 feet across by 20 feet long. And we could figure 9 feet across just to be comfortable. So I'm going to take the measuring wheel that we have here and run across the field here by the house. So firstly, I want to measure to see how much this area is right in here, or how much space there is in here, because there's going to be a parking attendant, i.e. my sister Alicia. She's going to be watching to make sure that people who are here are supposed to be here, and she's thick-skinned enough that if anybody that shouldn't be here, she'll be able to tell them no, which I'm not really planning on turning anybody down. Those of you who might think you're going to be turned down. Well, you know who you are. So if you don't know if it's you, don't worry about it. But I think I'm going to have Alicia sitting somewhere in here, and she's going to be watching cars as they come in and directing them where to go. And then we'll have some handicapped parking right here. And then the vehicles, after they come in, will be able to turn off and come out and then make their way out there. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to have the stalls parked. So if you're coming to the farm day, please try to park in an orderly manner. Again, I'm not too schooled on event organizing, so I'm going to recent the wheel right here, and I'm going to measure about how many cars of handicap spaces we could fit. So So that's 82 feet right there, which lines up to the end of the gravel by the bin. This is probably the most I'll need for handicapped parking. To give them more space, I'd probably divide it by 12. I don't know if there's some kind of recommended area that they need. But 80 divided by 10 is 8 cars. So 8 or 9 handicapped vehicles, I think that should be plenty. Again, like I said, if we need more space, I'll put some over across the road. I'll kind of keep that as a backup, just in case. So, I gotta walk around this whole freaking thing. I'm going to reset it because I'm going to make this semi-square. So I'm gonna set it right here, and I'm gonna start walking. That is 250 feet over to the end of the gravel by the bin over there. So 250 divided by 9. Can't do that kind of math in my head. That is 27 vehicles across. All right. Now I'm going to measure down there, which I expect to be about another 250 feet across. Starting from right here. If you guys are coming to the farm day, don't park over there. I'll probably have it sectioned off somehow. I really hope that we do not get a rainy day, because that is the one thing, and it's been a very rainy summer, that could cause some problems if it's too muddy. It could restrict some of our parking spaces. So down to here, it's approximately 305 feet. So we've got a parking area of 250 feet by 305 feet. So I'm gonna sit down and do some math, and I'll get back to you shortly. All right, so since we are 305 feet by approximately, what did I say, 250 feet, that leaves us with, I figured that there were about 27 vehicles that could fit across in there. So now I need to figure out how many lanes and how many rows I could fit this way. I figure that the average vehicle is probably going to be no longer than 20 feet. And I figure an extra 10 to 15 feet per row, just for people to come in and park. And I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet, but I figured that we could park one row on the end, a drive so that people can get out, and then another 2 rows for people to back into. I haven't figured out how I'm going to mark it off or anything yet, or even if I will or I'll be able to. But assuming that everybody parks perfectly, which they won't, what did I figure? 27 cars across, and then 305 feet. The average vehicle length is approximately 20 feet, plus an extra 10 feet of driving space for each row. We'll factor in approximately, what did I say, 30 feet. So 305 divided by 30. that is 10 rows that we could fit out here. Now 10 rows of 27 cars is 274 vehicles. Now I figure I'm probably going to lose some of that since people don't park perfectly. I'll lose some to driving up and down. So that allows us to have what I'm guessing is roughly 200 vehicles out here. And that's what I'm thinking. Now, if you think about those tickets that have been sold, not everybody that bought a ticket is going to drive separately, which is kind of the saving grace. So the average tickets that have been sold during one purchase is about 3 tickets. So you take 250 tickets that are sold right now and divide it by 3, and you end up with some odd number that I can't do in my head. 250 people divided by 3 persons per vehicle, that's 83 vehicles. So I'm thinking that we will have enough parking as of right now, because 80, we could do that. But I don't expect everything to go perfectly, so I'd rather have more space than what I need. And from the people that are coming from far away, I really don't expect to be bringing multiple vehicles. And if you are watching this and you have a choice to bring either more vehicles or just one, try to fit into one if you can, because of the parking issue. We are an operating farm, so it is kind of difficult for us to find the parking space to be able to hold this kind of event. We actually put this into alfalfa this year because we were planning to do this. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had any parking places. If you absolutely have to on the farm day, we'll recommend people that they, even though I don't say I recommended this, but you may have to park lengthwise in that direction, maybe on public property. It's about as much as a description as I'm going to give you. But I don't think people have to do that. But if it really came to it where more people showed up than what bought tickets, then lo and behold. Because I'm not planning on selling tickets at the gate. However, I'm going to tell Alicia to not turn down anyone. So therefore we probably will sell tickets. However, if there isn't enough parking for those of you who don't have tickets, you will get turned down. But if the day comes around and we decide, you know, there's plenty of parking, I will probably let more people in, because I know there are going to be a lot of people who don't pre-order tickets. As much as I've been telling to do it, I know that there's going to be a lot of people who don't. So just something to watch out for. I'm feeling pretty confident about parking now. I got to sit down and figure out how I'm going to draw all this, whether I can get some kind of lime spreader or something just to mark individual stalls. We'll see. So I just wanted to go through this with you. I figured you guys could use a little lesson in math on how I'm planning on figuring this out. But like I said, I could park one row of vehicles actually all the way around this whole field if they parked right, and then on the inside we could have a area, like a driving area, and then rows in the middle. That would be plenty of vehicle space, I think. So just keeping you guys updated on the farm day. I'm starting to get a little nervous. If any of you watch One and Only Farmer, he's planning on coming. He's just made a video actually talking about it. So getting pretty nervous because I'm just worried that things are gonna go wrong, which I really shouldn't be, because I'm planning on having a lot of security here, a lot of people to be here to help clean all the equipment up and everything the day before. So I'm looking forward to it, as much as as nervous as it makes me. I am looking forward to it. So for those of you who are coming, looking forward to seeing you.